Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Darian and here comes another vlog. I actually have on makeup, y'all. I feel like lately in my vlogs it's just been the natural me because a lot of what I've been doing lately is just like Pilates, going to my workout class, and just everyday life. And when I go into work, I don't really wear makeup. Like, it's just like putting on makeup and everything is just not something that, it's not that I don't enjoy it, but it's just not a priority of mine anymore. So yeah, but I actually like putting on makeup today. I feel like I kind of miss wearing it a little bit, like just, feeling all glam and everything. Anyway, my makeup is done because I had 2 campaigns to do. So I'm a part of this group where they will send you free products to review and basically give like, well, you have to make content and stuff so that they can post on their platforms and basically just say how you like the products, how it's working for you. And yeah, that's pretty much what I had to do today. I'm gonna edit all that today and get both of the 2 that I had to do, get those done. And then I have one to do that is for like food. So I'm so excited for that one because they sent me a box of pancake mix, pancake syrup. I feel like it was the most perfect thing to get. I have not done any cooking ones, or every now and then they'll have cooking and like different types of things outside of just makeup and skincare. So I was actually shocked that I got picked for that one. I have a quick haul that I can do of Bath and Body Works because today I had to go and like handle some business, like run some errands. So in between me filming and stuff, I went by Bath and Body Works because their hand soaps are $3.95 today. So let's see which scents I picked up. I just got basically holiday scented stuff as far as the soaps. So I ended up getting cookie butter truffle. And then I got whipped white cocoa. I saw this scent in the email and this was one of the things that made me want to go in there. And then I got 2 of the vanilla bean Noel. This is my favorite holiday scent from Bath and Body Works. You can never go wrong, I feel like, with vanilla bean Noel. This has been my favorite scent throughout the year. And then I had a free full body care item coupon. So this was free. This is the vanilla bean Noel lotion. And all of this together, y'all, was $12 and I think like 95 cents. Because I had a 20% off coupon also, okay? So every time I go to Bath & Body Works, I'm always shopping on a sale. I feel like if you shop at Bath & Body Works right, there's no reason to really have to pay full price for most of the things that they have there. Like, they always have their soaps on sale. They'll do like frequent candle sales, body care sales. Sometimes the body care is like $4.95. They'll do that here and there. And so if you can catch them on a good day and keep up with your coupons, I feel like there's no reason to be spending a bunch of money there. Anyway, y'all, that's basically been my day yesterday, which is how I believe this video is going to be beginning, because I still have to finish the past vlog that I was working on, but I was like, let me go ahead and start this new vlog. So yesterday I cooked this beef roast and it was so good. I recently, and this should be in the prior vlog to this vlog, went to a restaurant that is like it's in a barn, but I haven't been there in a while and I wanted to go back and go in there. I had that short rib, 1,000 out of 10. That short rib was so good that I was inspired to go ahead and cook the roast that I had in the freezer, and it was very similar. It wasn't, obviously it's a different cut of meat, but the taste was very similar. I just love that it was very seasoned and all that. So y'all, I have not cooked in so long. I have been eating out so much over the past years. I was gonna say year. Over the past years, and I definitely have seen how it has affected my life. I'm not saying you can't eat out, and honestly I feel like if you eat out and you have good self-discipline, then do what works for you. But I find that when I eat out, I want to eat the things that I want to eat. I want to indulge in the things that I want to indulge in. And yeah, so I decided it's time to change our ways again, okay? It's time to change our ways. And I've been on a journey for a little bit of like realizing like, okay, we need to cook again. So that is my goal this next year, is to cook more and to cook healthy but still balance what I eat with the things that I like. I find that when I try to do extremes of things in my life, it makes me want to do the opposite. I'm not necessarily that I want to do the opposite, but I find myself like overindulging if I'm like being too strict with certain things in my life. So anyway, you guys, that's basically what's going on now. I'm about to work a little bit and get this content stuff done so I can get it sent in and just have that, finish. And then after that, I need to go to workout today. Yeah, so I will check in later, y'all. I don't know if that's today later or another day later, but I'm gonna see y'all. Good morning, y'all. It is days later. Y'all, my lips a little dry, okay? I've been up just like doing little stuff, but it's days later. I wanted to film last night because y'all, I had a random craving for hot wings. And I have not made hot wings at home in so long. Technically hot buffalo wings, because I use buffalo sauce and hot sauce because I like my wings hot. I like the giving a kick, okay? So here we are today. I am going to eat them for, I guess, brunch day, because it's not really breakfast time, but it's still kind of lunchtime. But I need to make a coffee. Today I do have to go into work later, so I just decided I'll just take a Pilates class after I go into work. And right now I'm just doing stuff around the house. This place looks a mess right now, okay? The place looks a mess. I need to actually work on some content too, y'all. I have a vlog that when it goes out, it probably will be a month out of when I actually did what I did. It's getting a little ridiculous, okay? It's getting a little ridiculous. So it is officially fall time. It is cold at night now, so I still have on my pajamas, my the ones that make a girl feel fancy and stuff. So I have on these. It is hot though, so I'm about to take these off soon, and I don't know if I'll eat first before I get dressed and stuff. But I love this. I love this time. It finally feels like winter to me. I think in my mind I've already skipped to winter time because I just have not had the time to really sit down and just enjoy the fall time because of this time in my life. I'm in a transitional period, so it's just so much going on. But I want to be able to for sure enjoy winter. I love fall. I love the like feels and all that thing, but winter I think is like my favorite because it reminds me of family. Because like back in the day, well, when I was in school, we used to have like I forget what they call it, like the holiday breaks or whatever. And so that has always been meaningful to me. Family has always been meaningful to me, even as I've grown and things have changed and, like life transitions in different ways. So wintertime just reminds me of like family and coming together and, getting gifts. No, I'm just kidding. But I do in wintertime, I always make sure I give me some nice gifts. So yeah, y'all, I just want to make sure y'all are filled in. My lips feel so ashy right now. I need to go put on some lip stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna check in, y'all, when I like eat or something. I think I'm about to make some coffee. One thing about it is I was so into the lattes, like the iced lattes, and was making them almost every day. And I feel like that's part of the reason I was gaining weight, okay, y'all? Because I wasn't making them good, okay? And I'm not, at least as of the past, I have not been an almond milk girl. The oat milk, I can do oat milk, but I've been going to whole milk. And so I feel like next year I might try to like venture out and try almond milk again. I just, when I have something, I need it to taste good. I'm not gonna drink it just because it's healthy, even though it's nasty, unless I actually do like it. But lately, I've been really craving hot coffee, and I've been ditching the lattes, which I feel like is a good thing because the hot coffee, I don't put as much sugar in there. With the lattes, I put a lot of milk and a lot of sugar, and that's a lot of calories. Like that stuff adds up. And it got to the point where I was drinking a latte a day, an iced latte a day. And at night I was having a cup of coffee, y'all. I had to stop that. I was just like craving it. Okay, it's possible to be addicted to coffee. And so we are making changes over here, okay? I'm not going into this new year with the same stuff going on, y'all. I done signed up for personal training. Okay, I'm serious about this thing. All right. Anyway, I can't sit here and talk right now. I gotta get to work. I'm trying to balance this life, like time and all that. So I'm gonna check in maybe when I make my coffee, but I'm not about to do it like right this second. All right, y'all. So I decided to just go ahead and make an iced latte because I'm in one of those moods where if I don't like make a executive decision about the things that I want to do right now, then I just want to make a decision. So I didn't know if I wanted hot coffee or iced coffee, and I've been drinking hot all week. So I'll show y'all how I make it. I am mixing a little bit of water and my Nescafe Gold. Y'all, I probably done bought like 6 or 7 of these already because it's so good. And yeah. I do have is it an espresso? I think whatever the popular machines that make the espresso for you, I have one of those, but at work. And I'm not going to work every morning just to, make espresso. But I do want to buy one for home. Just not right now. What I have now is very convenient. So let me go in the fridge and get the milk. You want to make lattes at home? So easy. So this cup is from Five Below. So I'm going to go ahead and pour my milk. Do like right there. Pour my espresso. Yeah, I like a thick espresso. I don't like when it's like watered down. I'm going to keep it simple and do a vanilla latte. Ooh. So we got 3 pumps of vanilla, and it should be the sweetness that I like. So everything is all made. Got it tasting good or whatever. This cup is from Five Below. Or 5 and Below, whatever the name is. I think it's Five Below. It is time to eat. These are the leftover wings from yesterday. So for me, the main thing for my wings, I use garlic, onion, pepper, and I love seasoning it with cayenne pepper. Did I say it right? Cayenne? Cayenne? Ooh, y'all know what I mean. That pepper. And it just makes them super hot, which I love. So I tried this buffalo sauce from Aldi's, I believe. Normally I'll use I forgot the name, but the bottle kind of looks like this, but it's the real brand. I think this is like the knockoff brand of the other brand. I forgot the name though. So I just mixed these 2 sauces. Y'all, these were so good. They were very hot, which I love them like that, but these are so good. And I'm still trying to keep up with juicing. So I ended up buying juice last night from Whole Foods. And that's where I like to get my wings too. They're smaller, but I believe that they are better quality and, better care is taken when it comes to these chicken wings. So this is the one that I picked up. I didn't know that this is like a mommy boost. It's still good if you're not a mommy, but I saw that it had beets and apples and spinach, and these are some of the fruits that I like to juice with. So this actually tastes really good. Let me get some ice. This. for today and eat my wings. All right, y'all. We have lunch. Okay, I tried to plate it real cute and stuff, but yeah, it's still good. Okay, y'all. So I'm going to try to remember to check in later because after my client, I'm going to my Pilates class because I need to use up my classes for the month. And then I need to go by Bath and Body Works because today their candles are $10. If you know you gotta jump on the deal for something like that. I'm not trying to do like a big haul on candles. I just need about maybe 3 or 4, probably 4 of the winter candles. I want to get the Vanilla Bean Noel. So I'm just gonna jump on the opportunity now because, and also they made a lot of changes. So I don't know if they're gonna really be doing that. So I don't know. Good morning, y'all. It's the next morning from when I saw you guys yesterday. I'm eating some breakfast. I actually had a campaign to do, which I think I mentioned this earlier in the vlog. I'm just eating some pancakes and bacon and having some coffee with some maple syrup. But anyway, y'all, yesterday I ended up going to Pilates. I did like a late night class. And how about before the class, I was actually at work just like finishing up some last minute stuff. I get this email saying that somebody books a cruise under my email address. I don't have any cruise books, okay? And so I'm like freaking out, like, is somebody trying to use my account for the cruise thing? Because I have a certain tier for this cruise line that was booked. They sent me like the boarding number and all that, or the booking number and all of that. So this is a legit cruise book. So last night, nobody could really give me answers, but they told me to call back in the morning because, and I was on the phone like 40 something minutes, almost an hour actually, 47 minutes when I'm trying to figure out what was going on. Turns out they're basically thinking that the person just like mixed up the number that they gave them. And so I guess because that is my number, it sent it to my email. Now, I don't know if that's true, but that's what they're saying. All right. The funniest thing is that last night, my grandma, the advice that she gave me was to go home and drink some wine. Drink some wine and figure it out tomorrow. I guess it's figured out. But other than that, I did get the winter candles. I will show you guys the scents that I got. I got 2 like OG scents that I normally get around this time, and then 2 of them are different for me. So give me a second, y'all. Let me finish eating and then I'll get these candles. We have Vanilla Bean Noel every winter. This scent is a must. Marshmallow Fireside OG fragrant. This smells the same. This smells exactly like how I remember it smelling back in the day. This is also one that I try to get yearly. We have hot cocoa and cream. Smells like chocolate. It actually does smell like hot cocoa. This is something that I feel like will put me in that winter mood. And then we have 'Tis the Season. This one has like a apple cinnamony smell to it. So it's rich red apple, sweet cinnamon, and cedarwood. But this still has like that Christmas-like smell. Oh yeah, and then this one was free because I had a free item up to a certain amount. So this smells like a natural tree, like that scent, and like a little bit of cinnamon in it. Hello, you guys. It is Sunday. I just finished with a client and then I just went straight from work to now I am supposed to be going to some pop-up shop thing. I've heard of it before, but I've just never been. So yeah. So I'm just gonna go. It's almost nighttime. Daylight saving was ended yesterday, so the time went back an hour. So now it's getting darker sooner, and it's 5:23. So I don't know how long we'll be out here. I think the thing closes at 7. So we'll see if there's anything to see out here. Hey y'all, so I just took some water and it's wash day, so my hair is pulled back in a hair mask. But this morning I started back working with a personal trainer, so I am about to make some detox water because whenever it's like when I started training, I always feel motivated and just like, I just feel like I just want to eat right and do right. Okay, so I'm about to make some detox water. Yesterday was fun. Just walked around different booths. I got there kind of late, not even kind of late. It still technically was going and open, but I got there like towards the end, so I didn't have much time to really experience a lot of the different booths and stuff. I just got me some Italian ice, and then I ended up getting some wings and fries from a food truck, and just was on the beach for a little bit and like on the boardwalk and stuff and enjoying the view. That was a good time. So I just went to Dollar Tree and got 2 big jugs of water. I poured some out so that I can put the fruit in there. So I'm about to show you what I'm going to be using to make the detox water. But before I do that, y'all, I just want to talk about how weird I feel like some people have been lately. Like when I am out and about, I am minding my business. Like I'm just very focused, and when I'm in public, I just want to get done what I need to get done and then go on about my day. So I broke a nail today, and then I went to go get it fixed today. Yeah, I'm in the salon, and then the lady tells me to sit down. There is this girl in there getting a pedicure. Okay, cool. I look up and this girl is like staring at me like this. So I am like, she was staring at me like that a good 3 minutes straight. So like after like 30 seconds, I notice her like staring at me. I start staring back just like this. No flinching, no nothing. The girl is just staring at me. And it's not even like, like sometimes maybe somebody will stare at you like with admiration or anything. It was like this stank behind stare. So I'm like looking back, like, what is you looking at? Okay? And so for like probably like 45 seconds, me and this girl, maybe like 30 seconds, me and this girl are just staring at each other. But then I look away and I look back to like, maybe her eyes are like fixated maybe on something else. The girl is still staring at me. And it's so weird because then she finally like looks off. Like, I'm telling you, it had to be like 3 minutes straight. This girl was looking at me. She finally looks off. And so I just feel like if there's a problem, like just come say something to me. Like, what is your problem? The girl gets up while I'm getting my nail fixed, walks right past me and doesn't say anything. So what is it? What is going on? I've never seen a girl before in my life ever. I don't know if she's seen me before, but she didn't seem that thrilled. Anyway, that's what happened today, but I just feel like it's been like weird situations like that. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? If you're going to stare at somebody, at least like say something like, So I have cucumbers. This is mint, lemons, and ginger. So I'm about to make this detox water. I'm gonna make 2. I guess they're not really full gallons, but close to. The goal was to make 2 of these, and I'm gonna drink on them for the rest of the week until I run out. Hello, you guys. I got a little bored and I just wanted to switch up, you know, the hair and everything. So we are doing a little bit of a fall color. I actually don't like this color on me, but you know, I found the wig and I was like, you know what? Let's just see how I can pull it together and make it look. So we got this little brownish color. Anyway, you guys, I have a couple of stores to go to, and one of them is Ulta. I have a 15 off 75 coupon, and it's time for me to re-up on body care items. So I need body wash times 2. I double cleanse my body. I don't know if you guys have seen me say that before, but I like using the oil cleanser, and then I also like using like a regular body wash. And I saw that Fenty Beauty came out with, well, I don't know if that's under Fenty Skin, but I saw they came out with a new body wash. So I want to go smell it and see how I like it. And I think I need to rack up on a couple of vitamins. Y'all, okay, I don't be getting in people business, and that's not the type of, you know, time I be on. Like, I be seriously focused on my life. But one of these days I'm gonna get back on here, y'all, and we're gonna talk about, well, I'll give you my thoughts about this court case going on. Well, it's been finalized now with basically a girl. She let a friend into her home, and that friend basically was doing all kinds of stuff, putting stuff on, you know, stuff on her and her husband to steal her husband and some other stuff, you know. Just a mess. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that because I have experience having women in my life that I thought were friends that the whole time was plotting. Okay, the whole time they want to be you, the whole time they want what you have. And even regarding to men, I've noticed it's not even about the man. It's just they don't want you to have none. They don't want you to be happy. So we're gonna talk, okay? Right now, don't got time for that. I need to go to the store. All right, so let's go. I forgot to say that I needed to go to the store to get dinner supplies because I'm cooking something quick and easy. So I'm in Aldi right now. Good morning, you guys. It's the next day. I'm about to eat some pancakes. I don't feel like that look appetizing the way it was set up. Okay, I'm about to eat some pancakes and bacon. I saw someone posted their breakfast a few days ago, and I was like, pancakes actually sound really good. I'm not a big pancake eater. I prefer actually to eat waffles because I love like the crispiness of waffles, and when I eat pancakes I need them to be like crispy. Like, I don't like the fluffy waffles. Okay, that's not my thing. So I was like, I'm gonna make me some pancakes this morning for breakfast. Alright, y'all, I have to tell y'all about what happened yesterday at Aldi. So me as a person, I am pretty introverted. Like, of course I like to be social at times, but overall I'm mostly introverted. And I think it's because when I'm around people I pick up on so much, and I've always been like that. I've always been very discerning, and so sometimes it can be very draining being in social scenes a lot. So I just love my personal space. I love me, okay? And yeah, that's just how I've been. So sometimes going out even to like the store, like obviously if I need something I'm gonna go get it. If I don't feel like it though, I just don't feel like it. So anyway, y'all know I had errands to run last night. So I am getting ready to park at Aldi. So I turned down the aisle and then I cut on my blinker because the parking space was like probably like the third or fourth parking space in the row. My car is already like in front of my parking space, but I see that a car is coming like this way, but they weren't at the spot that I'm trying to turn in yet. They were almost at the end of the row, but just coming the opposite way. And so obviously, if it's a situation like that and you have your blinker on, that means you're turning into that spot, even if the person has the right of way just to go straight. Please tell me why the girl, it's like she had to be like, she was like young. I could tell she was young. She drives up next to my car, but the opposite way. And I'm like, why is she blocking me? Like, I cannot turn with her. Is she just sitting there? It's not like she just passes me and continues to go. She is sitting there. So I'm like, why did she just stop right there? Clearly, I was turning. I had my turning, my blinkers on. And so it's like a minute goes by. There's a car behind me trying to go after me. So I'm like, what is up? Why is she not, like exiting the road? So I'm like, you know what? Forget this. Let me just go like probably like 3 or 4 more spaces down. I can walk. It's not that big of a deal. Because something is off. Something is not right with this girl. Whatever she got going on. So I just get out the way and just go park in another space. Like, it was like, it's not even worth it. Let me just go park, get what I need, and go. So I'm like taking my time getting out of the car. And it's like, it was like so minuscule, like whatever. Like, I see you doing dirty stuff, but so I'm like taking my time as normal, getting out of the car, putting up my jacket and stuff like that. So I noticed that the girl ends up parking in the space that I'm trying to park in. So she, as I'm doing this, like getting out the car and getting ready and everything, is sitting in the car, I guess scared. I guess she thought I was gonna beat her up or something. Sitting in the car, which I feel like people do stuff, but then they want to be scared after. If you know you wrong, you know you wrong, be about it. Okay? Don't be acting scared after you know you're wrong. Be about it. You want it to do shady work. So she waits until I pass her. I guess she thought I was gonna open her door and just like start swinging or something. Baby, not worth it. I guess she felt like she had leverage being in the car. Maybe girl. So I go in the store and get my stuff. And then basically just like, you don't have to be weird. Like, I feel like people make things weird for themselves. Like, if you would have just not did shady work, you could have just went in the store, not trying to duck and dive or acting weird. This is why I like to mind my business and just stay in my own space, okay? Anyway, you guys, I'm about to finish eating and then I will get back on camera because, like I said, we're gonna talk about the situation. I'm gonna like make it about the girls because I feel like a lot of it's like teams. Like, there's different types of girls. Like, you have the girls that truly are girls. You have the girls that like to pretend like they're girls, but deep down inside they plotting. And you just have the girls that don't care. Like, it just is what it is. They're gonna do what they want to do, how they want to do it. And so I want to talk about my experience, what I have experienced with friendships with women. And I'm not against having friendships with women. I think that is absolutely necessary. But a lot of the times we end up connecting ourselves to girls and women, whatever you want to call it, that aren't really our friends because of just common things. Like, we went to school together, we worked together, we met at this place, we met at that place, and just I've grown a lot when it comes to that. All right, and how to really spot a true girls, because I feel like at this point it almost feels like a myth. It's not a myth, but it feels like it. All right, be back. Hey y'all, so I had to get some filming done, so I was able to get that done, and like I said, I was gonna come back and let's have a little talk, okay? I'm gonna be talking about, like, as a girl, like my experience with other people that I consider friends and stuff. But honestly, if you're a guy, I feel like guys go through stuff too. They just don't be talking about it, okay? I guess in their guy way, their guy form. Okay, so I'm sure y'all, if you're watching this, you may have seen about this week on TikTok. So I guess I'm gonna try to have this vlog out by the next week of me filming this. So it should still be pretty fresh, but I'm not gonna say the names of the people. There were 2 people who are on TikTok, and I am going to say allegedly, and I'm also going to give just like a short form of the details that I've heard regarding the situation and the case. So basically, this girl, I guess, in high school messed around with a guy. And so fast forward to in the future, the guy, and they were twins, okay? So both of the twins actually messed around with the guy. Fast forward to the future, the guy is married to another girl. That girl wasn't friends, as far as I know, with the twins, but the girl, I guess, went to high school with them. So you know how you go to high school and maybe you, and this is just my assumption, maybe you know people but you weren't really like friends with them, you didn't really run in the same circles, and so people can know each other that way. I'm assuming it was a situation like that. So I guess one of the twins, or maybe both, but one of the twins specifically had a mission that she still wanted the man that was from high school now that they're grown and adults and stuff. So she was married to the guy's cousin. Okay, so I hope you're following along, y'all. It was just trying to keep and follow along myself was a lot. Okay, so the guys are cousins. The girl who was one of the twins who still wanted the other guy, even though she was married to his cousin, befriended the girl that was with the guy that she wanted. So you know how maybe you get to start to know people, maybe you think, oh, we're both married, we're meant to, we have some similarities, let's hang out, you know. Again, like I said earlier, you cannot just be friends with people just because y'all got some similarities. They gotta go deeper than that. That's what I have learned in my life. Anyway, so the whole time, basically, from everything that has come out, one of the twins was her main mission. She was obsessed not only with just getting this man back in her life, but also with the wife. She was obsessed. And so the easiest way to get in is to try to try to befriend a person so that they let their guard down and think that, oh, she's cool, she's this or not. Now that person is enmeshing themselves in your life, and you know, anyway, let's keep talking. So apparently the girl who wanted the other girl's husband, who is a twin, was, I guess she claimed, this is allegedly what was put out there, claimed that her husband was beating her, and so she needed to stay in the home with the guy that she was trying to get back and his wife. Now, absolutely not. Okay? After all the things that I've been through, I now know I don't care what has happened, what was going on. If you can help in any other way than to let another woman in your home, and you may hear this and think like, oh, it ain't that deep, or is this and that. Y'all, I used to, because I used to study like why, like I used to, like as a teenager, be so infatuated with why people cheat and why, like these love triangles and all these. I used to like study and research, and even I used to watch Mari. Now I know Mari and Jerry Springer are, a different grade, okay? Yeah, I'm trying to hurry up because I only have a limited time to talk. That's because my camera space. That's a certain type of, this or that. But people are people. I don't care from the lowest class to the highest class. People innately are people. If you're not actively working on yourself and trying to be a better person, baby, you can dress it up. You can look like this and that. Inside, those human instincts and different things, there's nothing to hold you accountable from acting out. You just may do it in a more classier looking way or this or that. And so I remember seeing like sisters sleeping with their sister man and all kinds of stuff. It's not even just that. Friends sleeping with their friends, this and that, man and woman. So from a young age, I was able to see stuff like that and just be like, wow, like I just knew from a young age, like stuff can, Oh, but I couldn't understand. Like, it was like I was searching for understanding on why this stuff happens. Because in my mind, I'm thinking like, oh, this is family or this is friends. You know, like I couldn't process even into my younger 20s. And if you've done this stuff, or you know, that's none of my business, okay? And we can all be forgiven and all that, but I couldn't mentally like process what I was witnessing. I couldn't process all the things that I was seeing. Okay, so I say all that to say, just I know it's wisdom, and granted, you know, we all at times want to help, but sometimes it's not for you to try to help in certain ways. Anyway, I feel that it's wisdom as a woman to not allow another woman in your home, because you never know anyone's intentions. And also, a lot of times I feel like there should also be a level of respect. And some people may say, oh, that's pick me or this or that. But as a woman who has been around other women and see how other women think, I now get it. And also, I now get why it's not wise to allow that. When you have a home, when you have a family to protect, you have to be mindful that people have spirits in them and they're not all good, okay? This is why people are influenced to do certain things. There are things that they're allowing that are not good to control them or to use them, whatever you want to call it. So anyway, so she lets the girl in her home around her husband and kids. The whole time the girl is obsessed with her husband. And not even just that was enough. The girl is also obsessed with the girl. But I guess like, I don't know exactly like the timelines, because again, this is on TikTok. You probably have heard the story, but she is like obsessed with the girl. And I'm seeing like videos, because I was studying this thing down, I have dealt with the whole people trying to be my friend and destiny swap thing, okay? So this was like so intriguing for me just to watch and just see from another perspective in the spotlight. Okay, the girl is in her house, and I'm assuming like, I don't know exactly the timeline of her living with them and all that, but in the house, sleeping with the girl husband, not in no respect to like go to another place. It's already wrong, but you don't even like have any respect. This is supposed to be your friend to even go to another place. You doing it right there when she's sleeping in the home with the kids right there. It was just, as stuff kept being revealed, I just like couldn't even. It just made me so uncomfortable. Even some of the stuff that was being put out that was said in courts, I don't even want to talk about. One of the things that I heard, it was so like, what? So there are videos showing how the girl who was married, how the other girl, well, I guess they were both married, but the girl who was married, who the other girl was trying to get her husband, would post things, and then all of a sudden, I guess like a day or two later, now the other girl is posting the same things, trying to look like her, trying to act like her, trying to be her. Literally, this girl wanted her place, and she said that, didn't even, I guess, you know how people will say stuff and they don't even realize what they're saying? Basically said in court that she just mad because I took her positions. Just in case I didn't say it word for word, so I'm just going to say allegedly, paraphrasing, whatever. But anyway, that was the gist of what she said out of her own mouth in court. So this was all premeditated. Again, there are bad spirits influencing people. And this isn't to take away even from their own self-control and what they, what they can do in their own lives, but you have a choice to make. So you may look at certain situations and be like, how could they do this and that? But anyway, so the girl was being taunted by the other girl who took her husband or whatever. Apparently the girl was trying to do witchcraft on them to steal the husband and all of that. It just like, this story goes so deep, but I'm so happy that the wife was awarded what she went to court for. So she lives in a state where you could actually sue for alienation of affection. And so I'm so happy that she won. And I'm not happy for somebody else's downfall, even if the other person is wrong, but it was more so of like, I saw this from a spiritual lens, the things that were happening. So I have had my own situations, in life. It wasn't this exact situation, but where I got to see like, oh, this could have turned out much worse. I went a whole nother way if I didn't get out in time when I got out in time. So her actually winning the case, and even though what she has gone through emotionally to be disrespected, not only by someone who you thought was a friend, but the person that she was married to who once clearly wanted her, but apparently the guy like isn't all of that anyway. Okay, that's not important, but anyway, that's still her husband. That's still a person she married. So to have to go through a situation like that, obviously nobody would want to go through that. If they did, something is not right, okay? So the money, even though it's nice that she won money, the emotional stuff that she's gonna have to like get through, even now, like even with it being done, like when something deeply is hurtful is done to you, it takes time to heal. And if you're not intentional, you may never even heal from the things that have happened. So just seeing her like, you know, win the case was just like, it felt like a win, not even just for me, but so many people who have been under, I don't know if it's gonna like trigger the video, but have been under the A word by people who show traits of the N word, okay? So if you have ever undergone something where somebody has done something wrong to you and they have no remorse, they don't care, like they did what they did and they are happy about it. Like it's just something in them that is like making them happy because they wanted to see you fall. They just wanted to see you down. They thought that what they were doing was going to ruin your life. And the fact that it did not ruin your life makes them feel like mad about it. So they want to taunt you in, or even if they did think it ruined your life, they still want to taunt you. That is not normal behavior. That is not normal. Okay, let's hop into the girl thing. I am at a place in my life where I don't know if I truly believe that girls are truly a thing. I think that maybe there are a few, but generally speaking, okay, so when I was younger, I used to think so like naively and so purely as far as like people and friendships, and it wasn't until my younger 20s where I started to realize like, oh, people are not good innately. Like a lot of people are not good. Like you have to actively try to be good. And I started to get street smarts by living life and being betrayed and things like that. And so I've always been a friend that truly I believe that I have been, you know, whatever, a girl's girl, good friend. And it wasn't until I got older, like my 20s, and I went through betrayals, I started to see people will act in your face. People will play in your face like they like you and they love you, and the whole time be plotting against you. And so I've had situations, and I've seen that, especially when a man is involved, you trust no woman. I'm talking about, I used to be the friend that would be like telling all my business to so-called friends that, yeah, whatever it is, like I'm interested in a guy or anything like that. I used to be that girl, like, and once I got older, I started to see people don't do that for a reason. But I used to think, oh, these are my friends. I can talk about whatever, you know, with stuff like that, dating and all that stuff. And of course, they're going to act like they're interested in this or not, like they care about you. So I've seen how women will pretend to be your friend, and the whole time, they're just looking for an opportunity to prance on your life. They're looking for an opportunity to jump on something in your life and take something from you. And a lot of times, it does not even have to be the man. A lot of times, it's not the man. They don't really want the man. They don't want the guy. They just don't want you to have him. They don't want to see you happy. They don't want to feel like, oh, she got this and I didn't get it yet. Or even if they do have it, there are some, I'm telling y'all, if I could tell you like all the crazy stuff I have witnessed and types of people that I have witnessed, and some of these people I thought were good because they're supposedly in the church and go to church and have these gifts and stuff. Baby, you cannot be trusting nobody. You need to trust the Lord, okay? And the Lord is the one who has told me about these people, okay? So I don't want to hear it. The Lord was the one who told, when you have a pure heart and good intentions, He's going to look out for you, okay? If you don't, you just out here fending, okay? Trying to figure it out yourself. Unless you got good discernment and you're able to pick up stuff too. Discernment has helped me also too. But it was the Lord who revealed a lot of the people in my life that did me dirty, or have told me to cut people off because what they were doing behind the scenes, and then what they did was like revealed or whatever. I just think it's wise to not really put your person, whether that's your spouse or somebody that you're dating, in front of other women, and not from like a, whatever you call it, like, you know, insecure place, but just, you know, things can get weird. So I just feel like it's just wisdom, and you can't just be like, oh, this is my friend, she would never do this, you should never do that. Once I learned that people's heart can change towards you at any moment, it doesn't matter, okay? It don't matter how long they've been in your life. They decide that they wake up and they don't like you anymore. They don't like you anymore, okay? And I still do believe that it is good to have true, genuine friends, but make sure it's not just based off of superficial things. Make sure they have a character, they have a good heart, and not just peering like they do, not just putting off like they do, or they go to church, or they do all of the good things, okay? That is usually somebody you need to have your radar up, okay? If they have to do all these things to appear a certain way, okay? Those people are the ones you need to have an even greater watch on, because somebody who is not a good person usually is going to wrap themselves up as a good person when it comes to identifying the type of people in your life. Somebody say something that sounds jealous, and you know, you done seen a couple of things. You need to be mindful of that. That person may not like you. That person may have it out for you. That is not something that you wait around and see how far it will grow. You need to put on your skates and get away as far as you can, okay? The situation that somebody has been jealous of me and I looked past it, it eventually got to a place where they have betrayed me, or it could have gotten worse if I didn't get out. So yeah, I feel like I'm just like spilling out so much. I hope it's all coming together, but I'm just saying all this to say to just trust no one, okay? And I don't want to sound like that person, okay? I don't want to sound like that person, but really, you have to just, yeah. All of that to say is I am so happy that justice was served, and even if you, whatever, you don't agree or you don't feel like whatever, this was bigger than just that situation, because so many people have gone through situations, I'm sure, like this. This is not the first time this has happened. A lot of it is just not publicized, or maybe it wasn't played out on a big platform, but I feel like this was a monumental thing, spiritually speaking, to show like these type of things are being dealt with. Like, you're gonna reap what you sow. That comeback, like, you may think that you're getting over on people, but when them tables turn, you gotta be ready for the stuff that's coming back that you have put out. That is spiritual law, okay? All right, y'all. I am about to end this vlog. Yeah.